Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1109 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: if you keep adjusting, you lose your own configuration. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're constantly adjusting to the way people want you to be, dude, you're going to lose who you are. You're going to forget who you are. You're going to lose track of what makes you happy. You're going to lose track of what brings you alive. You're going to lose track of what is important to you. So, if you keep adjusting, you lose your own configuration. More on this on the other side of the show reel. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please do, because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Welcome back. Welcome back to the conversation on day 1109 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: if you keep adjusting, you lose your own configuration. And what do I mean by that? So have you ever been in that, have you ever used a Rubik Cube? So my son knows how to set right the Rubik Cube, do the all the sides. Now I think a Rubik Cube has 6 sides. A cube, yes, a cube has got 6 sides. So he knows how to adjust all of them all together. But if you're using it and you're just starting out on doing the Rubik Cube, what happens is, if you are looking at one side and setting it right, and then you look at the other one and you want to adjust that one too, but you don't know how to, then what happens is, while you're adjusting that one, the other one also gets scrambled. So if you're constantly making adjustments to your life as per how it should look on the other side for someone else on the other side, if you're constantly going to keep tweaking, turning, twisting, adjusting yourself, then there will come a point where you will lose your own configuration. That little plane, that was, that surface that was 100% done, it's going to be lost. It's going to be lost because at one point you'll come to this realization that I cannot make everybody happy. I cannot make everybody happy. It's beyond me to make everybody happy, because in the process of wanting to make everybody else happy, I'm not being happy. I can't keep myself alive. I can't keep my joys alive. I cannot enjoy those little moments that are special to me. So quit trying to constantly tweak and adjust and twist and turn, and stop doing that to yourself and muddling yourself up so much. Instead, look at what is your own configuration. Look at what brings you alive. Look at what gives you joy. Look at who are your people, and then stay honest with them. Stay honest with them, stay in love with them, and give them your all. Be your all with them. So this is what I mean when I say, if you keep adjusting, you will lose your own configuration. When I started doing these videos, everybody had different formats and different ways to kind of guide me in how to do this right. I've been doing it for 1109 days. And of course, I've had different opinions of how I should present myself, how I should talk, how I should have makeup on, how I should perhaps dress up, or how I should tie my scarf, or, different feedbacks. If I were to take everybody's feedback every single day, I'd probably be very, very confused in life. I'd get bugged and bored at one point. I'd give up, I'd throw the towel. Which is why I do these videos from a place of authenticity, from a place of groundedness, and just being plainly me. Yes, there are days that I've broken down and cried on these videos. There are times when I've celebrated with you guys. There are times when it's been hard for me. So I've showed up last minute, like literally the nth hour of the day. But I've understood what's my configuration. I've understood what makes me tick. I've understood what makes me smile. And even if some days the smile is not really facing the world, some days I'm just looking up in the air and saying, God, please help me face this. Give me the strength. Understand what's your configuration. Understand what's your configuration and stay honest to it. Understand what's your configuration and stay true to it. Yes, make some tweaks. Make some tweaks for the people that matter. Make some tweaks for those for whom you matter. That's so totally worth it. Make some tweaks when it's important. Make some tweaks so subtly that no one would ever notice. Thank you for the comment. Hey, it's like the donkey and man story, Aparna. You wouldn't believe it. I was actually going to share that. That was in my mind when this thought came up for me today. So because you brought up the donkey and the man story, I'm just going to share it for those who don't know. So there's this donkey and a man who's walking his donkey to town, and he's walking with his son. No, there's a donkey and a man and a son walking the donkey with a lot of load to the market. And as they're walking, people look at them and they say, oh my God, these guys are so silly. The man and the boy, they're both walking. They have a donkey. They're not even using it. So, and so they go, oh, okay, fine. So we should use the donkey. So what the man does is he makes his son sit on the donkey and they start continuing on the journey. And people look at it and it's such a rude boy. He's on the donkey and the man is walking. He doesn't have any respect for his father. So what they do is they flip, they shift over, and what happens is when the man is on the donkey, the people look at him and say, oh my God, he is older and he's making the son walk in spite of being the older one and having more strength. So then they get irritated and they say, okay, fine, let both of us sit on the donkey. And what happens is people look at them and they say, oh my God, they have no pity for the animal. It's carrying the load, it's carrying the man, it's carrying the boy. They should have some pity for the animal. And then guess what? They carry the donkey into town because they want to give respect for the animal, because that's what people expected of them. And then people laugh at them because, oh, look at them. They're carrying a donkey and the goods to town. How stupid can that be? So people, it's your journey. It's your donkey. It's you who's walking the path. If something feels right to you, and it kind of is, it doesn't hurt anybody, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, as long as you're being respectful of your values, as long as you're being respectful in a situation, go with what makes you happy. Go with what sits beautifully with you authentically. Stay grounded, stay respectful, know your configuration, and adjust accordingly. Because if you keep adjusting to people, if you keep adjusting to the expectations of others and wanting to make every side look right, it's not going to happen unless you're an expert at it and you've taken classes from someone. I'm talking about the Rubik Cube. So keep adjusting, yes, but adjust so that it feels right to you in your own configuration. These are my thoughts. Type in, I am configured. I am configured. I am configured. In comments, if this has been of value to you, tag a friend who's constantly trying to, make the world happy and making their life miserable. Tag a friend, and we all know somebody like that. And if you don't, then maybe you should just tag it on your own wall and share it on your own wall, because maybe you are that person and you haven't even realized it. So I am configured. In comments, if this has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message today. Thank you, Apu. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. It's been a long day, and I am so, so glad I was able to nail it today as well. Thank you so much, and Eid Mubarak to everybody. Apu, we should do this more often.